Dear Senators of Canada, my name is Kathy Grace Duncan, and I was born a girl. But before the age of 5, I felt I'd been born into the wrong body, and I should have been a boy. The whole time growing up, I struggled with gender dysphoria, and I longed to be a boy. My home life was dysfunctional, and with the abuse from my dad towards my mom, I began to believe the messages that women were hated, vulnerable, and weak. So when I was 7, my little brother was born, and he was celebrated. It gave me the message that as a girl, I could be replaced, and to get the affirmation that I longed for, I would need to be a boy. In addition, at the age of 10 through the age of 12, I was molested by a family member. The sexual abuse confirmed the lies that women were hated, vulnerable, and weak. Not wanting to be any of those things, at the age of 19, I began to take male hormones, change my name, and I began to live as a man. Soon after starting to live as a man, I asked Jesus to become my Lord and Savior. But as a new believer, I didn't know how to respond to His will for my life. As I continued to live as a man, I fell into a deep pornography addiction and entered into a dysfunctional relationship that only brought heartache. Around the same time, I got involved at a church, and one night on my way to orchestra practice, the Lord called to me and said, "Will you now? Will you now?" I believed that the Lord was asking me to return to Him, and at this point, I had nothing to lose. So I said, "Yes, Lord, I will." After saying yes to the Lord, I was delivered from my pornography addiction. Also, after saying yes to the Lord, I had an encounter with Jesus, and I realized I needed to go back to being the woman that God had created me to be. I found hope and healing in the church. I also found a ministry called the Portland Fellowship to walk with me. And through the discipleship I received, I was able to find healing, restoration, and great peace. Without the help of discipleship ministries and counseling, I could not be living in my biological sex, healthy and whole. Giving those who struggle with gender confusion hormone is only treating the symptom and not treating the real underlying issues. If the discipleship places, such as ministry or counseling, are closed, the person's right to choose the type of help that they would want has been taken away. I lived as a man for 11 years, and I walked out of that 27 years ago. Change is possible. I know, because I have changed.